Hi everybody, we're going to be making some Pasteis de Belem today, and I wanted to share with you guys two things that I've been really happy about, that I love, which is my own vanilla extract. So I've been buying some vanilla beans from this Facebook group called Vanilla Bean Co-op. They're super nice and honest, so I have bought 3 times from them, and I always receive them. And sometimes it takes just a little longer in the mail because they come from different country. I believe I had one vanilla beans that came from Madagascar, and another one that I don't remember where it came from, but the quality is excellent. I've bought these before on Amazon and I didn't really care for it. So um, under the video, I'll put links about it, like where I bought it from, like my Facebook group, but also where you can find these little jars. I love them. So I just add the vanilla beans. I cut them in half and I fill it up with vodka. I use the cheapest vodka on Winco, from Winco. So you can use any kind of vodka, really. It doesn't really matter, but I like the cheap one, you know, it makes sense. So I love it. And these also make a beautiful Christmas gift for someone that that loves cooking or baking. Okay, just an idea. Anyways, something else that I really like, someone gifted to me, are these little egg tarts molds. So you can see these would work out perfect for the pastéis. I'll also post a link for these under the video. We're back, you guys. So we're gonna start on the puff pastry dough. I have my stand mixer. I have 2 cups of flour and 3/4 cup of water, and I'm just gonna pour that in, and I'm gonna let it mix just until it pulls from the sides, until it's well mixed. So this is how it should look. You see how it's pulling from the sides? Yeah, if your dough is not doing that, maybe it just needs a little tiny bit of more water, like 2 tablespoons. Add slowly. So this is ready to stop. I hope you guys heard me. Just make sure that the dough does this, where it kind of doesn't stick to the sides and it's all mixed. Sometimes you'll need to add another tablespoon or so of water, and it's cold water too. So don't be scared, but go slowly. If you need more water, just add a tablespoon and wait until it's done, and you turn it off. Let's talk about what I have here ready to start making the dough. I have the dough in here, and then I have extra flour that I'll put on top of the counter. And I also have 2 sticks of butter. I'm using salted, but if you haven't salted, use unsalted and add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I also ordered this makeup brush off of Amazon as well, because I want this just for baking. I don't want a dirty brush. So if you can get one of these, I'm sure like the dollar store has some too. And I like to use this to spread the butter, but you have to be really gentle. So I'll show you how you go about it. Okay, so guys, I put flour on the counter, and this is my dough, and we're just gonna pat it until you make a square. I'll just stretch it a little while patting. Now I'm gonna cover it and rest for 15 minutes. Okay, you don't want it to rip. So put that in there. Okay, I'm actually gonna put my bowl back on top to let it rest. And you let it rest for about 15 minutes. You try to make a square as best as you can. Okay. I guess that's gonna be too small. So I decided to use a cloth towel because my bowl was too small. So either way, just cover it and let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, so it's rested for 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna use a roller and I am going to stretch it out. It has to be real thin and you want it to be a rectangle. Um, I wouldn't worry about how much it measures, more that it needs to be thin. So just stretch it out and keep it as a rectangle as well. This dough is super sticky, so be patient. And it's fragile too. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to roll it thin. Try to stay as much as a rectangle as you can, but I'm not staying as a rectangle, so don't worry. The only time you actually have to worry about shaping it as much as a rectangle is the last fold. So right now it's fine. Just roll it. Roll it as much as you can. And this is where you want your makeup brush to brush the excess flour off. And this is super soft, so it works amazing. Brush, brush, brush. Now you're gonna use this to scoop a little butter and put it on. Be careful. The dough is very fragile. It rips easily, so try to be gentle. Just add as much butter as you can. Oh, also, your butter needs to be soft. Okay, so now we're gonna spread that as much as we can. Sorry about the background noise. Another girl is watching cartoons. Okay, that looks good. So now I use a dough scraper to make sure it's not too sticky, so I can lift up a little. Okay. And you just fold. Okay. I mean, try to be as neat as you can, but as you can see, I'm not doing it perfectly either, so that's not a big deal. This dough is kind of hard to deal with because it's so sticky and you have to roll it really thin, so okay, there you go. Okay, and that's it. Make sure it's completely sparkle under. Fold it one more time, like that, just so I can turn it. It'll be easier. Make sure it's all. You want to turn it the 90 degree. Like that. You have enough flour. Now you open and back up. And you can put a little more flour. Okay. So you're gonna roll it again. You're gonna do the same thing. Again, rolling as thin as I can. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put more butter. So I did it one more time. Okay. Other side. I'm sure the people that are experts on pastry puff are probably saying, "She's doing it all wrong," but it's been working fine for me. So I'm gonna do it one more time. The same thing. So this is the final one, and the final one you try to stretch it real big, and as much as a rectangle as you can, and spread it with butter. This will be the last one, so you're not gonna fold the last one. So you repeated the step I just did 3 times, and this is the last one, which would be the 4th. Someone wanted to help, so just hanging out. So I did use the 2 cubes, not the 2 cubes, the 2 sticks of butter. Okay, spread. Okay. So now you'll get to the end of it. I'm gonna start on that side, and you roll. Okay, roll it as tight as you can. It's tight, 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 tight. Roll. I need my pastry. Okay. Make sure it's not sticking. Just do a little bit and roll. Do another little. And roll it. Okay. Almost there. And this dough has to be refrigerated for a little while too, until it gets cooled. So I recommend doing this also the day before, or in the morning, or just a few hours. It depends. It's whatever you want, but it has to be cold. Okay, getting there. Okay, I'm just gonna spread a little bit more. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the ends with a pizza cutter or with a knife. Knife will work too. And I'm gonna wrap it in saran wrap. So the dough is chilled, so I'm just gonna cut it in maybe like this. Let's see. Like not even half an inch, maybe a quarter inch. I'll show you how. You see all those layers of butter and dough? Okay, so I'm gonna cut all of them. Okay, so I preheated my oven already. So the highest that your oven goes, the better. I found that mine doesn't really go above 550. So I already preheated it to that. So if yours goes to 575, just go ahead and do that. So the more heat, the better. I already cut my dough, and now I'm gonna do these little pastry cups. So you just wet your fingers with a little water, the thumbs, pretty much, and you put the dough inside, and you pushing to kind of get it in the mold. Okay, the thumbs and the index finger. That's the ones I use the most. Okay. And these guys don't need any butter or anything because the pastry, um, the pastry dough already has a lot of butter, so it will not stick. Okay, next one. Just push, stretch. So this dough kind of puffs up a lot. So the last time I made it, I cut it too thick, and it was too thick of a crust. So this time I cut it a little thinner, and I think this is going to work so much better. So I'm gonna do all of these, and I'll be right back. So we are ready to fill our little egg tart molds, and you just fill it like 3/4. Don't fill it all the way up. Looks so good, guys. Okay, and after this is done, I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 12 minutes, but I'm gonna keep a close eye on it because it's supposed to look burnt, but you don't want to overdo it, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna put it in the oven. It's already at 550 for 12 minutes, and I'll be right back. I just got them out of the oven. They look beautiful. I just want you guys to see how easy they come off of the little tins. Super easy, and it looks super cute. I'm a little sad because my oven doesn't go very high on temperature, so they need to cook faster. So less time in the oven at a higher temperature. My oven only goes to 540. Anyways, they still look beautiful and exactly what I would hope. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. And if there's any recipes you'd like to see me doing, I'm open to ideas. Thank you.